What's going on, y'all? It's your boy wrestle.trenia, and today we're gonna be talking about how Shawn Michaels and Triple H, because I know Triple H got he in it too. But we're just gonna be talking about how they basically revived NXT. Before we do that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you can know when I drop. But let's get into it. So we all know the good old days of NXT. Finn Balor, Samoa Joe's, the Drew McIntyre, Andrade, all the Bailey, Sasha Banks. We all know that was the good times. That's when we were spoiled in NXT. And for the most part, that's when Triple H, it was known that he was running NXT. But I think somewhere down the line, he stopped running NXT. And I'm assuming Vince was the person that started doing it. I'm not sure. I'm just going off what I think. We went from black and yellow, the edgy type of, it was basically more wrestling and storylines, which it still had storylines, but it was wrestling mainly, which we liked that because, Raw and SmackDown already had the dramaticness, and NXT was like the place we just went to, oh yeah, you can just, watch some good old wrestling, some crazy matches, and some more edgy characters instead of, Bailey the Hugger and all this, all those type of characters. Because, once she was on Raw, she still kind of did that. But basically, somewhere down the line, they had a rebrand NXT, and next thing you know, it's colorful. It's colors everywhere. And I don't know what reason I guess they were trying to make it I don't know. Maybe they were trying to get some more brand deals or some sponsorships. But I don't see what the problem was with the darker tone that NXT usually used to have. So we got the colorful theme, the theme song. I don't even remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't anything good. And this was basically when they started having even more, that's when they said they weren't going to be having as much indie wrestlers coming in, which they still did eventually, but they started getting more and more basically just, people that already then played some type of sport, track runners, people that performed in the Olympics, basketball players, they started getting that more. Because beforehand, you really were just getting people that, TNA, AEW, well, not even AEW, but, AEW wasn't there yet, but, they basically were getting, outside talent that already wrestled. So basically, that lasted for a good while. It wasn't bad. It was some great moments in that time, too. And that kind of introduced a new batch of talent because, they moved, so many people to the main roster, after the Black and Gold brand. And a lot of talent just ended up, leaving NXT, leaving WWE in general. They probably wasn't feeling what NXT was about to be, so they probably left. And so, basically, we still got good moments out of it, some good champions. It was good. It was still a good show. But it's just, that was the point where a lot of people stopped watching, though. And it's after that, they kind of tried to go back to the black and yellow again. And it started picking back up more. To me, it did. And that's when they started, having some talent come back every once in a while, I remember Finn Balor, he came back at one point. And it was just it started feeling like the older NXT. And the PLE started being bangers again. And it just started, don't mind Taco in the back. He just all of a sudden want to move, but basically it just started being back NXT is more so of to me, NXT outside of the colorful time period, to me it's always just been, it's a darker tone. We're not doing all the kid gimmicks here. It's basically to me, that's what AEW fans wanted. So if AEW fans watch NXT, they probably like it because they're not doing all the goofy kid gimmicks. They be trying to, have kids watch Raw and SmackDown with the, Nikki ASH and all that type of stuff. Shout out to Nikki, but that's just the example I'm gonna give. But they weren't doing stuff like that. Even, I mean, the only gimmick I can say that I don't like in NXT that I never really liked, what is it? The Wendy Chu. I guess she's like sleeping. I guess, I don't know, sleepwalking or something. There's a goofy gimmick, but NXT doesn't do that many goofy gimmicks compared to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. So I mean, overall, it seemed like they kind of went from the colorful theme, and once they did that, they kind of got back into their mode. And I'm assuming that's probably when Shawn Michaels, that's when Shawn Michaels, probably took over, because we know Vince, he was trying to, start getting his hands on everything, and that's when the downfall kind of happened with NXT. He kind of started, touching everything, putting his hands too much on stuff. And then, a lot of the indie talent, they either left or they started getting released. But now it seems like we're getting back into that mode, but now it's a mixture of people that, they have the athleticism from like other sports that they played, so they can learn from the indie wrestlers that are coming in now. So it's like a good mixture of people that are athletic and people that are like basically rookies in the wrestling world, and people that are vets. So it's like they can all help each other out. And of course now, people, it just seems like the promos are like more like they're saying what they want. I'm not all the time, because some of the promos you can tell that it's people like basically, telling them what to say, or they have a script or something. But some people, you can tell they don't have a script and they sound good. Some people don't sound good. Also, they're starting to, NXT, like I said, that seemed like where they love the black people at. And I mean, I'm just gonna say that straight up, because I mean, I don't really care for Sexy Red, but you got Sexy Red, she be coming on there. She getting involved and stuff. Like I said, half of the champs are like black champs. I mean, that's kind of throughout like Raw, SmackDown, and NXT now, but most of the champs is starting to be, you're not just seeing like, I mean, and I ain't saying nothing wrong with that, but they're starting to, have more like variety in champions. And you're gonna see a white champ, black champ, Puerto Rican champ. It don't matter at this point. You're gonna see it all. So I don't understand what the Triple H, people saying he racist. I don't think that's the case. It's just, everybody don't get chances, but I mean, that's just how I feel. But, NXT overall is in a better place now. And of course, people gonna complain either way about it, but I feel like now they're getting back to like in their motion. They're having fun with it as well. It's not like strict and people, can't have fun on there. You got Shawn Michaels taking pictures with Sexy Red. Triple H, he like doing his finger pointing crap. He do that with about everybody, but he has a picture with Sexy Red on his page. It's like, I mean, they're just all having fun. And I mean, I don't know about the theme song stuff that they be doing, but I mean, I think NXT's theme song is fine. I think it's a Lil Wayne and 2 Chainz song right now. I don't know the song, so I mean, forgive me, but I mean, it's good that they trying to, do different stuff. I know people gonna complain about the theme song, but overall, they doing a good job. And I mean, hopefully nothing happens to where they have to, get somebody else involved to where Shawn Michaels can't do it. And I mean, even Ava, as an on-screen person, she's doing a good job. I mean, I guess she just gave up on the wrestling part, but I mean, even she's doing a good job. So it's like now you have an on-screen person that's doing a good job, and you have a person that's not always on, he on screen too, but not all the time. So he's doing a good job as well. But overall, I feel like NXT is in a better place right now, because nothing against the colorful brand, like the, rainbow stuff, but it kind of just threw off the NXT vibe in general. And I mean, it was still entertaining stuff going on for the part that I watched, because that was kind of when I started falling off NXT. But I mean, I know it still was entertaining stuff going on, but the whole like new setup, it kind of messed everything up. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Peace.